Thanks, Melissa. Now in Montana right now, Red Lodge first responders are in the process of a search and rescue involving a kayaker. Color 8's David Kaplan is in Red Lodge with more information for us. David?
That's right, Amy. I'm at Rock Creek, about 10 miles south of Red Lodge, where there was a kayaking accident here this afternoon. And joining me is Red Lodge Fire Rescue Fire Chief Tom Kuntz. Tom, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us what happened here this afternoon?
Yeah, just a little bit before 2 o'clock today, there was a kayaking accident just above or south of Westminster Spires. A very experienced kayaker, was kayaking down Rock Creek, and he encountered some trouble and his kayak overturned. Unfortunately, he got stuck overturned and was unable to right his kayak, and he was stuck there for maybe 10 or 15 minutes at least. He then became dislodged and traveled down the river.
So he got stuck by this long tree trunk and he drowned.
So we believe he probably drowned initially in the initial accident, and then he traveled down the creek where he got caught up in a tree that crossed the river on a side channel of the creek. The creek obviously is moving very fast today, and so it was a relatively complex rescue to be able to go out and recover him.
And was there anyone with him kayaking on this trip?
Yeah, he was kayaking with at least one other person. I'm not exactly sure, as well as there were some other kayakers on the creek at the same time.
And how were crews able to get the man from the kayak? Because I understand it was difficult.
So it was a relatively difficult rescue. We were able to set up a full safety system for our folks. We had about 25 rescuers that responded from Red Lodge Fire Rescue, as well as assistance from the Sheriff's Department, and we operate the search and rescue as well as the EMS system. So we had our full team here to effect the rescue. We were able to get safety lines set up, and we were assisted by a couple of very experienced kayakers who have assisted us in river rescues before, who were able to, one of them was able to go out on a log, and we were roped up, and we were able to attach to the kayaker who had been in the accident and recover him.
And last question, real brief here, Chief Kuntz. With Memorial Day weekend being here, a lot of people going on the water rafting. Like you mentioned, the waters are very fast. What do you want to say to people for this weekend?
Yeah, just to be clear, the person who had this accident was a highly experienced kayaker, and there isn't anybody who should be in any water in Montana right now. Not only is Rock Creek running very fast and high, most of the rivers around in Carbon County, as well as most of Montana, are very high. And so unless someone's very, very experienced in these kind of water operations, they shouldn't be anywhere near these rivers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chief. Good reminder to be careful. We're going to take a brief look as my photographer is zooming in. You can see how fast the raging waters are. And just a good reminder, as Chief Kuntz said, the waters here, as well as the waters we've been reporting at the Clark's Fork near Fromberg, as well as the Yellowstone River in Billings, are at flood stage, so you want to be super careful, and all throughout Montana with the melt coming down and the high waters. So stay with us on Color 8 News, as we'll have more on this tonight on the 10 o'clock news. David Kaplan in Red Lodge, Montana, right now.